people pleasing is a pattern that we learn, and it can be unlearned over a period of time with kind of confidence and gracefulness, you know. And it's in our communication and how we go about it. And, you know, I guess it's a compliment in a way for what they're asking, because they see that you're the smarter guy. And if they're actually implying that and they're saying that, you could be like, oh, you know, God, I appreciate you thinking that of me. Like, you know, and I'm the royal one. But to be honest, you're just as intelligent as I am. And would it be okay if we shared the load? Because I just had just as much value as I could. What do you think? And I think they're sitting there in the silence of waiting for them to respond. Typically, most people, when you put it back on, they're like, oh, yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, cool. Right. And that sounds like it's not the actual problem. It sounds like they're pretty good people. It just sounds like that they're used to you saying yes. So I know it's really hard to say a flat out no straight away. And this is something that can be really useful from now on for you is rather than saying yes or no in the moment, you could say, hey, thanks for that. Do you mind if I get back to you on this? And what we do there is actually just giving ourselves the space and permission to actually not make a decision right now. And you'll find that everyone's pretty good with that. Hey, do you mind if I just get back to you on that? Whether that's catching up with somebody or a work commitment or, you know, a study commitment. Do you mind if I get back to you on that? And then that gives us the space to actually reflect, okay, do I really want to do this? If it's a hell yes, say yeah. If it's not a hell yes, and it's like, you know, this is a bit lagging and this is going to drain my energy and this isn't actually that good for me, then it's a really simple one-line statement, 1 or 2 lines max. We don't need to go into the excuse making of it. And this is the problem that I see with most people that I've worked with in the past and currently, is that we feel like we need to explain ourselves for the reason behind saying no deeply. And it's just like this bloody ongoing, we don't really care anyway. This is the crazy part. The person on the receiving end doesn't really care. If you just said, hey, really sorry, I can't do that. You know, could we split it 50-50? Is that okay with you? ? You'll find that you'll get a great response. But if you try and over-explain, so I've got a friend, everyone's got a friend who just over-explains themselves all the time. Has anyone got that? Anyone got a friend in their lives that just constantly over-explaining themselves, and it's just like, oh, just say no. Like, it's fine if you just say no. I don't really care, but just like, I'm exhausted reading your 20-paragraph explanation of why you said no. I don't need to know. Are you guys with me on this? So we want to kind of like stop, pause it. Hey, do you mind if I get back to you on this? I'll get back to you tomorrow and let you know. And then tomorrow you can just be like, hey, you know, construct a quick text or email saying, hey, had a thought about it. Thanks heaps for considering me, but I just feel like right now is not a good time for me. Full stop. It could be something super simple without much emotion. Hey, just feeling really overloaded right now. Like, not, you know, explaining yourself's fine, but making excuses and feeling like you have to explain your whole life story because you're saying no is a totally different ball. You know, and so what we want to do, and for anyone who does that, you know, this is awesome to really try this hat on and try the shirt on actually, because it's quite a big change for you to see if you can do it in 3 sentences. Hey, thanks for the offer. I've considered it, but just I've got a lot on my plate right now, and I just can't take anything else on right now. Is that okay? You don't even have to say, is that okay? But if you're working with someone to an agreement, then yeah, of course. You can fix it in a day or a week. I think it's going to feel uncomfortable. A bit like riding the surfboard that I just got. You can do it. It's just going to feel a little bit wobbly to start with. So there's, you know, it's the awkwardness of waiting for. And the cool thing will be you're going to get a lot more respect. This is for everybody. When we honor our boundaries and when we express it in a way that's you know, it's got humility to it, we actually create more respect. You know, if you're the person that says yes to everything, you're the yes man, you're the yes woman, you're just going to be exhausted and you're going to get ran over. And one of my old mentors used to say to me, it's nice to be nice, but it's not nice to be a doormat. And I love it because it's so true. Like if you're too nice, whether it's in a relationship or friendship, and you're like overly exerting yourself just to please, it's a sure way to lose fuel